Back in the day, my friends and I used to hang out and play video games, like young people do. We mostly played PS2 games and stuff along those lines, as this was way back in 2006-07 or so. But one day, when we were over at one of my pals named Chris's house, we found an old PS1 and some games in his basement. I think the games we found were Soul Blade, and of course, the one you're all here to see. StarSweep, also known as Puzzle StarSweep. I'm just gonna call it StarSweep though because it's a better name. StarSweep was first released way back in 1997, exclusively in Japan. And it wasn't until 2001 when A1 Games, a company made specifically to port Japanese games to the American market, decided to bring StarSweep to America. Sadly, this was very late in the PlayStation's life, and according to VG charts, it only sold around 20,000 copies worldwide. Which is sad, because StarSweep is a pretty dang entertaining game. In StarSweep, your goal is to connect star blocks of the same color to make them disappear. The blocks come in red, blue and yellow, and each block has a star on one end. The stars are the most important part of the blocks, as they're the spot you have to connect them to make them disappear. Because of this, it's possible to place blocks strategically so that several blocks get destroyed in a big combo. Plus, every now and then, blocks with 2 stars will appear, which, you know, are pretty goddamn useful. But if you're too slow in making blocks disappear and let them reach the top of the screen, well, then you lose. But yeah, the gameplay here isn't anything too complicated, but it works really well. And if all this seems similar to games like Tetris and Dr. Mario, well, that's because it is. But there are some nuances that make it different. In StarSweep, you can place the blocks wherever you want on the board, as long as there's room for them. This makes the game a bit more tactical than your average Tetris clone, though it's by no means complicated, making it fun and accessible to play. Speaking of playing though, StarSweep has quite a few different game modes to choose from. One player mode is a kind of survive as long as you can kinda deal, where new blocks continuously appear from the bottom of the screen, rising the rest of the blocks higher, the speed of which increases the further in you make it. Every now and then a boss will appear, though the boss doesn't really do a whole lot except take up a whole lot of space. To kill him, you have to make blocks next to him disappear. Do this until his lives run out, and you've killed him. This works really well and adds to the challenge, as he takes up so much fucking space. And should you get even further in, obstacles will also appear. These are destroyed in the same way as the bosses, though with only one hit. So yeah, this mode is pretty damn fun and gets really challenging around level 30. Versus mode is, yeah, you guessed it, 2-player. Overall, it's very similar to 1-player, except there's 2 of you. But whenever you get a combo, you send obstacles to your opponent's screen. And of course, whoever lets the blocks reach the top of their screen loses. Sadly, I have no social life, so no footage of this could be captured. Attack mode offers 6 different challenges. These modes, while short, at least give you something more to do in the game than just the standard gameplay. And if you're going for the gold medal, you might spend a bit of time here, as these are quite hard. Then there is the story mode. But before I actually talk about the story mode, I might have to talk about this game's backstory. Originally, I had no idea that this game even had one. I mean, why the hell would a game like this even need a backstory? No idea. But here you go, right from the instruction manual. A few years ago, there was a mysterious explosion in the sky. When the explosion cleared, there were different colors of stardust left hazing the sky. Reds, blues and yellows were everywhere. After that, the sky was much darker than before. Discovered not long after was the star pig. Star pig, a wholly unique animal, was able to eat the stardust in the sky. Everyone was no longer concerned about the dust in the sky. One day children were playing with Star Pig. One kid was poking Star Pig with a stick. Star Pig was throwing up stars from his mouth. Kids were having fun with it. They tried many times and suddenly one star hit another star. The stars were destroyed. Soon, the game became very popular. It wasn't long before an official contest began. The winner of the contest earns the title of Master. Of course, with a game as popular as this, everyone wants to become Master. However, one person is not satisfied with this, because this person is the one who makes the explosions. He is thinking that he should become the master of StarSweep game. I didn't expect this game to be about punching fucking star pigs, but hey, at least now we know. Jesus fuck. Anyways, the story mode in this game is a bit simpler than the backstory. Thank God. You are a young girl who hates to lose and goes around battling increasingly challenging foes with dialogue written by Tommy Wiseau.
What makes you say that?
At least we meet? Yeah, at long least we meet. Jesus. So the translation here isn't the best. But does it matter? No. Anyways, it seems that Dr. J here, this oddly sexualized 12-year-old, was the person responsible for that explosion in the sky. Maybe. This whole story mode is pretty badly written, but at least it's fun to play. But I do have one complaint. The difficulty here could be better balanced. On normal difficulty, the first 5 or so challenges go down in like a minute or less. But the later ones can actually be kinda challenging. Not that being challenged is a negative, it's just that the sudden jump in difficulty feels kinda jarring and makes it feel I don't know, I might just suck at the game. Also, there are a couple of bonus modes here that you can unlock by getting enough points. The first one lets you read character bios and oh my god, they're fucked up. The second one, I didn't really have the patience to unlock it, but it's probably alright. I don't know. So all in all, StarSweep at least offers you quite a lot of stuff to do, which is pretty good. So this was StarSweep. A pretty damn good game for what it is. Now it's not the most amazing game on PS1, and graphically speaking it looks more like it belongs on the Super Nintendo, but still, the game is pretty damn fun. And if you like Tetris, like most human beings, I'd suggest giving this one a shot. I've been Captain Psychopath, and thank you for watching.